There is still an awful lot of energy sitting here. I keep getting shoved this way. So I think it's for the two of you that's wanting to come through, you guys.
I think it's something over here because even the cat kept looking for something over here.
Ah. Well, we do have a star being
She
in
won't come
addition to
back.
hers.
She won't come back. She's 3 feet inside the bedroom. And she refuses to move.
So there's something sitting there. Okay. Well, I know we do have a very, in addition to the golden ones, but we do have another star being, some star beings in here. And they're very big.
Are there archangels?
Well, I have some of them too. But the archangels feel different than the star beings.
I think it's the Arcturians.
Yeah.
It feels like they're knocking on my head.
Yeah, they're keep banging me, and I wish they'd quit because it hurts. I'm getting tired of it. Okay. We are not going to go away until we are spoken. Since the others do not want to speak us, it is your job. So we are here through you, and yes, it is the Arcturians. The Palladians were here for a moment, but when they realized we were here, they stepped back and let us have the floor, for which we very much appreciate. And it was wonderful to hear from the Golden Ones. We know it's a very rare event when they come through. And it is very, very difficult to channel them, so we thank Carrie for being in that position and putting her body through that strain. The Arcturian energy is very strong. It is a little more adapted to the range of which humans can hear, because we've had more years of practice talking to humans and working with the earth. We have been actively working with the earth for over 100 years. Actually, we started working with the earth before the change of the 1900, when that first came in, because we knew that if the earth continued the way it was, it would not survive. So we started working. We were some of the first to start beaming love and light and sending our people to this planet. Yes, there are definitely aliens on this planet. You have met many of them in your life. However, your society around the world is not capable of accepting us in our natural appearance. Therefore, we come in disguised. And so we look and act more like you, which is how we learn the languaging, and we learn to modulate our frequency so we don't wipe out people who are channeling for us. Okay. As you have heard many times tonight, we are grateful for the fact that you chose to be here in this lifetime, that you chose to help Gaia and to help the transition of not only Gaia herself, but of also the hundreds of thousands of people on this planet who will be traveling with Gaia, as well as those who are choosing to not continue on with Gaia, and they will make alternative plans. Your work is valuable, your work is important, and as you can see, sometimes the work is extremely exhausting. We understand this, which is increasing our appreciation for what you do. Not everyone was brave enough to come to this planet at this time. So understand, when you think that things are hard and, oh my God, I'm just not good enough, in truth, you are actually phenomenal. You are better than any of you realize, you are stronger than any of you realize, and you have far more support than any of you take advantage of. Because we are here with you, we want to help you, but because this planet is a planet of free will, we can only help when we are invited. And one invitation when you are 10 years old does not cover you for the next 60 years. You need to invite us on a regular basis. And damn, stop that. We need to be invited on a regular basis as you have projects, as you have opportunities, as you have questions. Invite us and we will come forward along with all the others who are here to help. With that said, we will sit and wait questions. And no, we are not going away until we are fully spoken. We know there are questions in the room, so please ask them for the sake of Kate's head.
And Carrie's head.
Carrie's head.
My head's
Carrie's
hurting
entire
too.
body.
Yeah. But my head's really bad right now.
Oh, my head is just sucks.
So as individuals, what can we each do?
Open your own strengths. Open your own strengths. Open your own mind. Open your own heart, and help. Okay. Wow, this is pretty powerful. The vast majority of people on this planet have either damaged or closed hearts because they have been hurt, they have been shunned, they have been ridiculed, they have been maligned, not just in this lifetime, but in multiple lifetimes, because there is no one here who is new to this planet. Because right now we need to have seasoned warriors on this planet to help make the things change that need to change. So not only working to open your own heart, but to help other people around you to know it is safe for them to open their heart, and maybe to give them some ideas about how to go about doing that. The vast majority of people on this planet don't even know they have damaged / closed / wounded hearts. And once, because they've learned to operate with a wizened little raisin in the place of a heart that is bigger than their entire aura. And as they learn to move from the wizened little raisin into taking the power, you heard this before, taking back the power, taking the power of the love they came in here with, taking that back, stepping into it, utilizing it, and building it so that it does fill their entire aura, that is going to cause significant, dramatic change. And the way you can help make that happen is to do your own work first, because sometimes it's easier to see the problems with others than it is with ourselves. And the only way to really do it with yourself first is to go inside, is to spend time talking to your spirit guides, talking to your own personal angels, and asking them to help you open up and heal your own heart. So as you heal and open your own heart, your light and your example will make it less frightening for others. And back to the 3-minute mile. The more who understand how to do this, the more others will understand how to do this as well. And it will become commonplace for people to greet each other heart to heart in a way that is not even known today. It is known. It is known. You have a society in California, Heart Math, that talks about and teaches about how people communicate heart to heart. And what they know today is 1/100th of what there is to know. But because they're working with people who only have the raisins size for the heart, that is all they can know. And as more and more, okay, great. As more and more of this becomes common, there will be more and more telepathy across nations, with individuals, with governments, with populations. There will be more and more remote viewing so people can see what's actually going on and not have to rely on media lies. That's what you can do.
And what about our homeless? How does that affect them?
The homeless that came in on this planet at this time, I'm not going to say that. Yes, I am. Okay, yes, I am going to say that. The people who are homeless, the people who are in war-torn regions, the people who are devastated by natural disasters, yes, they are worthy of your compassion. They are not necessarily yours to rescue. They came in with a soul contract, that there are lessons that they need to learn, that they want to experience, not that they need to learn because it's a punishment. It is because it's a soul evolution. And it is a soul agreement that they have made with multiple others, some of whom are their family, some of whom are the people of their city, their police, their firemen, the standers-by, the walkers-by. This is a soul agreement that they have made with multiple. And that to get caught up in fixing their situation may not be for the best interest of you or for them. Because if it is changed too early and their contract gets altered too early, they may choose to come back and do it again so that they can learn the lesson that they have written into their contract. It is the same with alcoholics. It is the same with drug abusers. Not drug abusers, that is a media term. The drug addicts that are devastating themselves and their families and their communities. It is the same in all cases, that we are not saying turn your back on them by any stretch. We are saying have compassion and understand that this is not, they are not 100% victim. They are playing out a path that they scripted to come in and play. So yes, you are part of that script in your response to them and your compassion for helping them. But it is not the best use of your energies to believe that you are going to rescue them all. That we are again recommending discernment of where is the best place to put your time, where is the best place to put your money, where is the best place to put your spiritual light and strength to help the people of the planet as well as the planet herself. And perhaps your best, most powerful place to go is to help babies and to help the care of babies. Perhaps the best place for your energies to go is the elderly. Perhaps it's with animals. But you alone are going to have to make the decision, where is my best energy spent? Because if you run around trying to save everyone and everything, you yourself cannot grow. Because then it becomes a distraction from your own soul work. When you're focused on everyone else, you're not focusing on the best use or the best opportunity for your own soul growth. And that is why you are all here. You all came in, yes, to help Gaia, and yes, to help the people of Gaia, but you all came in to continue growing the soul. Because if you hadn't been, you'd have gone to an easier planet, an easier universe, an easier dimension, and just hung out and played. But we all came here to increase our own soul, which by ripple increases all that is. And this is one of the most powerful schools for creating and expanding all that is. That opened you up a little bit, but we feel that you're still confused. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. We are communicating with you silently because it's a message that if it goes into words it will be far more confusing. So give us a moment just to we are talking to your higher self, and your higher self will help you. We have done a massive download to your higher self, which will be revealed to you over the next 10 days. And yes, the moon energy is timely, that with that there is a download from the universe as well. So headaches are not going to be uncommon for the next 4 days as you try to assimilate all the information that is coming in. There is one more question for us, we can feel it.
Yes,
Okay?
I don't know that I can form this into a question, but it's something that I received recently and seems to match with something that was just said. I've asked if I should just say what I said before, and they're saying yes. We have each created contracts before we came here to do different things. And it is somewhat like a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle, in the sense that the pieces must come together and they must fit to make the whole picture. Each one of you is a piece. You work together or not. Since you have free will, things can change from one moment to the next. It's not always the same. So if you started out on path A, let us say, and you came to a fork in the road and you chose to go to the right, at this point you will connect with different parts of the puzzle. Had you gone to the left, you would have connected with different parts of the puzzle. Neither is right or wrong. Now, if you take that and understand that that's not just you, but every being doing exactly the same thing, working on different pieces, parts of the puzzle, making a choice that changes your choice, and your choice changes somebody else's choice, and maybe something else stays the same. It's very complicated when you start to put it all together this way. But in essence, in the other realm, it is so simple. Know and understand that each one of you did design your contract with others. Many people have passed through your life with just a little piece of that puzzle and then gone on. Some people are with you forever. You all have your own desires, contracts, if you will, and you will work with each other, maybe even against each other, all to create the final picture. Create it every moment. Something around the world could change your picture right now. If you try to understand this and keep it on a simple level and just understand that we all came here together to be, to do the things we wanted to be, of help to somebody else to complete something they wanted, that might make it easier for you. So yes, even though you have poor people, starving people, people who are being suppressed, That is their contract. They chose that in whatever ways and forms. And yes, you have empathy for them, and you have love for them, as you should, and you should for each other, no matter who you are or what you are. Unfortunately, on our realm, everything is pretty simple. On your realm, it's full of mud. If you would stop thrashing around and just be and do what you know in your heart is the right thing for you to do at any given moment, you will stop mixing the mud. We send you a lot of love and peace, and we hope that this message will bring you some comfort and some understanding. Once again, as this one has said earlier, there are two things. There are positive and negative. There are love and fear. If you keep things simple and within that realm, it might make it easier for you to move from one moment to the next. And with that, we send you our love and our peace and ask you to call upon us, your guides, Gaia, even the angels are here for you. You must ask. We go now in peace and love.
Oh, that feels so much better.
I think we're done.
No, there's still one. There's still one. But this one's much, much lighter. She's much, it's a feminine energy. She's much lighter, much softer. Because, man, there was some heavy energy in here tonight.
And it's funny, I started to speak a couple of times and they said, no, not yet.
They're not done.
It's Lisette. I have not shown up in a long time. I just wanted to sprinkle my little fairy dust in the room. Lighten the energy, it gets a little bit heavy. I am a fairy. I hang out on Carrie's left shoulder and pull her ear. She met me a few years ago. Fairy dust, fairy dust.
can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
What did I see a couple weeks ago running down the street? The little white creature?
It was not a chupacabra. Hold, please. I am being told that it was a cat. Oh, correction. Spirit of a cat,
Ah.
which is not uncommon. They have been caught on camera before. Nothing to be afraid of. Very harmless. I just wanted to pop in for a quick minute, lighten the energy a little bit. It was a little tad heavy. Have a good weekend. I'm gonna go play in your flowers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was Lisette.
Well, I could feel her when, as soon as she left.
She's fun. And she tugs on my ear.
Well, I'm glad that I have flowers for her to play in. Whew. So Emma and the Arcadians have gone, so Emma can come back in.
She's coming in gradually.
Dusty's over there.
Well, I'm not feeling anybody anymore. Anybody else feeling anybody?
No.
Okay.
I'm too tired to feel anything.
Yeah, because man, they were
All fine.
just over the top
You're
tonight.
all fine.
And this side of my head is numb. Okay, with
She's
that,
more comfortable now too.
yeah, she's
It's
Well,
the fairy dust.
the fairy dust helps,
She was like sprinkling it around the room. I could see her.
which is good, you know. All the fairy dust is appreciated. So with that, we thank everybody who came in. A little more gentle would be nice, but evidently that is not to be tonight.
I'm gonna hurt tomorrow.
Oh, I know I'm gonna. Would suggest whatever you do for your clearing mechanism before you get in the car. You know, we'll clear here, but do another one before you get in the car and another one before you go to bed. Because there was some seriously powerful energy coming through. And I know from the people that I pay attention to and I watch and listen to, there are huge downloads coming to the entire planet right now. So anyone who's at all sensitive, we're all getting massive, massive downloads right now.
So I know I've been feeling like majorly drained.
Oh, that's why.
Well,
They're kind of rewiring everything.
Well, and it could be what's I mean, it's a common recurring thing I go through occasionally, but the feeling that I just want to run right now,
Yeah.
run from my life, run from everything, and just be free, it's overwhelming right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably that pressure.
Well, and as someone I was talking to this morning in person, a human being who was on this planet, I was talking to, she said they have a phenomena, they call it tracking. And in the medical community, she's an acupuncturist, doctor of Oriental medicine. It's called tracking. It's when the changes are going on in your body, and instead of fighting them, you let them come through, and it actually rewires. And, you know, again, coming from that world, for them to have the kind of communication is pretty interesting. So we're all dealing with it. Some people have got their tinfoil hats, so they're trying to save themselves from any of it. Good luck. It ain't gonna work, but good luck. It'll just make it, when it hits, that much harder. So that is a cat drinking, is what that is. That is not spirits doing weird and wonderful things. And Barb, you did an awesome job of doing the protection ahead of time, because there isn't anything that came in. Yay!
Yay!
And considering what all we brought in, that's
Yay,
really,
team. Yay,
yeah,
team.
that is really, because occasionally somebody will sneak in with Carrie's stuff, because Carrie's is so powerful that sometimes they come in with somebody
Well,
attached to the
It was
tail.
very, I'm going to be honest, it was very confusing until they said the golden ones, because the energy was different than I felt with anybody else. It was like a combination of, I would guess, Archangel with extraterrestrial. It was like a combination. Because in my head I'm hearing Metatron, Ashreya, it's like these names just going past my head. I'm like, ah.
Well, but you know, I was really,
It
really
was-
glad you're sitting where you are. Because he anchors Metatron so strongly. So he was anchored, and I was just blowing light to you like crazy, just so that you didn't go.
Yeah, because it was a different. It wasn't normal extraterrestrial energy. It was beyond that, actually.
That's why you guys are meant to sit on that side
Yeah,
all together.
But
But
Yeah.
there was something at some point over here, because I
yeah,
felt
that was the
something,
Arcadian. That was
and
Arcadian.
and Emma got over there, and her
Arcturian,
ears
Arcturian.
went back, and she kept looking around, and finally she just went back over there, and she turned around, and she started to come back, and she backed up, and she said, no,
Now, was it the dark one or the white one that did that?
the dark one.
Oh, wow. So it was really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because the white one sees them all the time.
No,
The
the-
dark one will see them when they get really powerful.
The white one wasn't here for a while, came in calmly. Emma was staying back there, and Dusty went up there.
Yeah. You do have them straight. I'm so impressed.
did the other kitty pass away?
She did.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to let her go.
I mean, I knew it was coming, but
Yeah, we all knew it was coming, but it was hard. And what's interesting is what I saw the day I saw it was a couple hours after I let her go. And it was very, very interesting what I saw. I think I may have actually seen a gnome.
oh, cool.
Yeah, I think I actually saw it. I was on my way to Barb's house.
I think you did too.
Barb did her
Well, I
mission
did-
of mercy for me.
I mean, Lisette gave me the vibe that you have a lot of elementals
Oh, yeah.
and those kind of little creatures around here.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't verbalize it properly for some reason, but what she was talking about is the planters out there.
Yeah.
She loves those and hangs out there, and I think other beings do too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it at all. Because very odd things happen out there. There's two huge tomcats next door that come over and used to patrol my yard. They used to be in my yard all the time. But when the planters are out, they don't come in my yard.
That's
So,
interesting.
so there's something going on with my planters that the elementals don't want the cats messing with them. So we have nobody left here, which is wonderful. So thank you very much, everyone who came through. Again, more gentle would be nice. We would appreciate it. We appreciate, God knows what all was said. Fortunately, we have a recorder. We appreciate all the messages that you gave us. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate the fact that you're opening us up further and further to help the rest of the world heal and open up. Thank you very much. That's a healing burp, for those of you who don't know about those. And Michael is coming in with one last message. He's saying, thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to channel and to bring in the energy that you did. Thank you for making the effort to be together, because this work cannot be done alone. It does have to be done in concert with other people, because the power and the energy is still a bit too strong for one single person to handle. So thank you for making the effort for that. And thank you, Michael. So we again ask for 1,000,000 angels to surround and protect each and every one of us, our cars and our homes, because there is going to be some additional downloading going on. That has come through very loud and clear, that we are protected and safe at all times, and that we are never, ever, ever alone. And that if any time it starts getting a little scary, a little freaky, ask for help. Ask for help. They're here to help us. They want to help us, and they don't get unemployment checks. That was Michael's thrown in, so it's like, okay. Thank you. Wow. I love that. You're going to move, you know. And the time or the destination, whichever one is the secret. It's like, thanks, pal.
The location's a secret.
A location's a secret,
And
yeah.
she took great joy in that for some reason.
I know.
So, I mean, the impression, what I felt as she's saying it was that it's going to be a nice surprise.
Yeah, it's gonna be entertaining, but yeah, as Barbara channeled very, very powerfully not too long ago,